नमस्कार। तकनीकी दुनिया के सबसे महत्वपूर्ण अंतर्राष्ट्रीय सम्मेलन में आप सभी का स्वागत है। मैं पूजा सहानिया, रिसर्च स्कॉलर, तिलक स्कूल ऑफ जर्नलिज्म एंड मास कम्युनिकेशन, एक बार फिर से आप सभी का स्वागत करती हूँ। हमारी कॉन्फ्रेंस का विषय है आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, अपॉर्चुनिटीज और थ्रेट्स फॉर मीडिया। आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, जिसके बारे में जानना और समझना बहुत जरूरी है, एक ऐसी एडवांस टेक्नोलॉजी है जो बिल्कुल मानव की तरह काम करती है। इसमें कंप्यूटर विज्ञान क्षेत्र है जिसमें मशीनों को मानव बुद्धि की तरह काम करने की क्षमता दी गई है। इसमें मशीनों को डेटा को विश्लेषित करने, समझने, सोचने और फैसला लेने के लिए इस प्रकार का प्रोग्राम किया जाता है कि वो कुछ विशिष्ट कार्यों या समस्याओं को हल करने में हमारी मदद कर सके। और आपको जानकर बहुत आश्चर्य होगा कि चैट जीपीटी, जो बहुत ही आजकल ट्रेंडिंग में है और आप सुन भी रहे हैं, और इसका काम भी बहुत तेजी से चल रहा है, केवल 5 दिन में 1 मिलियन लोगों ने इसे साइन अप किया। इंस्टाग्राम को ये काम करने में कई महीने, जबकि फेसबुक, जो बहुत ही अपने टाइम में सोशल मीडिया का सबसे फेमस प्लेटफॉर्म रहा है, उसे कई साल लगे थे। 2 महीने में चैट जीपीटी में 100 मिलियन लोगों ने साइन अप किया है। चलिए तो शुरुआत करते हैं आज के इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस की। इस सेशन में, ये इनॉग्रेल सेशन है, उसके बाद हम टेक्निकल सेशन 1 की शुरुआत करेंगे, टेक्निकल सेशन 2, और अंतिम सत्र जो हमारा होगा वो वैलिडेटरी सेशन होगा। चलिए तो शुरुआत करते हैं इनॉग्रेल सेशन की। सबसे पहले हम स्वागत करते हैं हमारे चेयरपर्सन प्रोफेसर नीरज सिंघल सर का। साथ ही स्वागत है हमारे गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर प्रोफेसर विक्रांत किशोर, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ नॉटिंघम यूके, चाइना, मलेशिया, ऑनरी फेलो, डिक्लीन यूनिवर्सिटी, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, और हमारे कन्वीनर प्रोफेसर प्रशांत कुमार सर और प्रोफेसर मनोज सर का भी बहुत स्वागत है। कहते हैं कि किसी भी शुभ काम की शुरुआत प्रभु का नाम लेकर की जाती है। तो आइए सबसे पहले मां सरस्वती के सामने दीप प्रज्वलन करते हैं। मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी प्रोफेसर नीरज सर, मनोज सर और प्रशांत सर को कि वो आए और दीप प्रज्वलन करें। मां सरस्वती हैं विद्या की दाता, जिसको चाहे उसको बना दे ज्ञाता। माँ के आगे ही सब शीश झुकाते, हे शारदे माँ अपना आशीष दो हमें। साथ ही नैना और लक्ष्मी से मैं अनुरोध करना चाहूंगी कि वो सरस्वती वंदना की शुरुआत करें।
हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। तू स्वर्ग की देवी सबकी, तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। तू स्वर्ग की देवी, गीत तुझसे, हर शब्द तेरा है, हर गीत तुझसे। हम हैं अकेले, हम हैं अधूरे, तेरी शरण में हमें तार दे माँ। हे शारदे माँ, हे शारदे माँ, अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ। अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। सबसे बड़ी खासियत आज ये है कि आज इंजीनियरिंग डे है, तो आप सभी को बहुत बहुत बधाइयां आज इंजीनियरिंग डे की। और ये जो टेक्निकल सेशन है, ये जो आज का समय है तकनीकी दुनिया का, इसका इंटरनेशनल सम्मेलन जो होने जा रहा है वो आज ही के दिन इंजीनियरिंग डे पर है, तो इसलिए ये एक बहुत ही हर्ष की बात है। अब मैं स्वागत करना चाहूंगी हमारे चीफ गेस्ट प्रोफेसर बलदेव भाई शर्मा सर का, जो ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर हैं कुशाभाऊ ठाकरे यूनिवर्सिटी जर्नलिज्म और मास कम्युनिकेशन में। तो सर सबसे पहले क्योंकि हमने सरस्वती वंदना कर ली है, अब बारी है अतिथि देवो भवो की। क्योंकि अतिथि सबसे सर्वोपरि माने जाते हैं, इसलिए मैं प्रोफेसर प्रशांत सर से रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगी कि वो हमारे अतिथि को पौधा अर्पित करें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। अब माँ सरस्वती और अतिथि सत्कार के बाद मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी हमारे प्रोफेसर प्रशांत सर को। सर आप 20 साल से अध्यापन क्षेत्र में योगदान दे रहे हैं। आप महात्मा गांधी केंद्रीय विश्वविद्यालय मोतिहारी बिहार में भी अपना योगदान दे चुके हैं और अपने फील्ड के ज्ञाता है। आपका मीडिया क्षेत्र के कई विषयों पर स्पेशलाइजेशन है, आप कई किताबों के राइटर हैं और आप तिलक स्कूल ऑफ जर्नलिज्म एंड मास कम्युनिकेशन में हमारे डायरेक्टर हैं। सर
थैंक यू पूजा। निश्चित रूप से आज ये अवसर, जैसा अभी पूजा ने अपने ओपनिंग रिमार्क्स में कहा कि इंजीनियरिंग डे भी है। हालांकि जब ये हम लोग इसका डेट तय कर रहे थे तब ऐसा कुछ नहीं था दिमाग में कि हाँ कुछ इंजीनियरिंग डे पर करना है, लेकिन कोइंसिडेंटली आज हुआ। और बड़े सौभाग्य की बात है कि जो यूनिवर्सिटी का सर छोटूराम इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग एंड टेक्नोलॉजी है, उसके डायरेक्टर और हमारे मित्र आदरणीय प्रोफेसर नीरज सिंघल जी आज के सत्र की अध्यक्षता कर रहे हैं। मैं उनका विभाग की ओर से स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं। आज के इस उद्घाटन सत्र में हम सबके अग्रज, हम सबके अभिभावक, पत्रकारिता जगत के सशक्त हस्ताक्षर, न केवल एकेडमिक्स बल्कि प्रायोगिक पत्रकारिता, सक्रिय पत्रकारिता के सशक्त हस्ताक्षर प्रोफेसर बलदेव भाई शर्मा जी आज के इस सत्र के मुख्य अतिथि हैं। निश्चित रूप से उनको अनेकों बार सुनने का अवसर मिला है, विभिन्न विषयों पर सुनने का अवसर मिला है। मैं कल भी दूरदर्शन पर उनको हिंदी दिवस के अवसर पर बोलते हुए सुन रहा था। तो उनका जो ज्ञान का स्तर है, उनकी मर्मज्ञता है, निश्चित रूप से वो हम सबको बहुत प्रभावित करती है, बहुत सीख देती है, बहुत मार्ग प्रशस्त करती है। मैं ऐसे मूर्धन्य विद्वान को आज के इस सत्र के मुख्य अतिथि के रूप में यहाँ उपस्थित होने के लिए स्वागत करने के साथ साथ उनका धन्यवाद भी ज्ञापित करता हूँ कि वहाँ हमारे निवेदन पर यहाँ वो पधारे हैं, उपस्थित हुए हैं इस ऑनलाइन मोड में। साथ ही आज के इस सत्र के स्पेशल गेस्ट आदरणीय प्रोफेसर विक्रांत किशोर जी, आप डेक्कन यूनिवर्सिटी मेलबर्न ऑस्ट्रेलिया में रिसर्च फेलो हैं। कई यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ आप जुड़े रहे हैं। आप विशेष रूप से आपका जो विशेषज्ञता है, जो स्पेशलाइजेशन है, वो इंडियन कम्युनिकेशन, एंशिएंट इंडियन कम्युनिकेशन पर है। आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस पर भी आपके तमाम आर्टिकल्स, तमाम ऐसे लेख हम लोग पढ़ते रहते हैं। देश दुनिया में आप तमाम विश्वविद्यालयों में विशेष व्याख्यानों के लिए जाते रहते हैं। मैं आपका अपने इस विश्वविद्यालय की ओर से, विभाग की ओर से स्वागत करता हूं, अभिनंदन करता हूं। जैसा कि मैं अभी देख रहा हूं, आदरणीय प्रोफेसर संजीव भानावत जी, उनको अगले सत्र में रहना है। वो निश्चित रूप से मैं देखता हूं मीडिया जगत में पिछले लगभग 22-23 सालों से तो मैं ही उनको बहुत इतना सक्रिय रूप से देख रहा हूं। जिस शहर में भी जाते हैं, हर शहर में उनके प्रशंसक, उनके विद्यार्थी, उनके मतलब एक तरह से बृहद परिचय क्षेत्र उनका है। और जहां जब भी बात होती है कि यहाँ संचार पर कुछ बातचीत की जाए, तो संजीव भानावत जी बहुत सहज और सरलता के साथ वहां उपलब्ध होते हैं। मैं ऐसे व्यक्तित्व को प्रणाम करते हुए उनका भी स्वागत और अभिनंदन करता हूं। हमारे साथ यहाँ विभाग में एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर आदरणीय डॉक्टर मनोज कुमार श्रीवास्तव जी, डॉक्टर बीनम जी, डॉक्टर लव कुमार जी, विश्वविद्यालय के अन्य संकायों से जुड़े सभी विभागाध्यक्ष, फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, रिसर्च स्कॉलर्स, अन्य विश्वविद्यालयों के रिसर्च स्कॉलर्स और फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, मैं सभी का आज इस बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण, जैसा अभी पूजा ने कहा कि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस आज पूरी दुनिया में एक चर्चा का विषय बना हुआ है। तमाम उसके उपक्रम, चाहे वो एक चैट जीपीटी का जिक्र किया हो, तमाम उसके उपक्रम आज चलन प्रचलन में हैं। निश्चित रूप से वो हमारे लिए चैलेंजेस भी हैं, आने वाले समय में अपॉर्चुनिटीज भी हैं। अब हमको किस प्रकार उसको लेना है, किस प्रकार उनका उपयोग करना है, ये आज के इस पूरे दिन में 4 सत्रों में हम इस पर चर्चा करेंगे। मुझे लगता है इन 4 सत्रों के चर्चा के उपरांत कुछ ऐसा गूढ़ हम निकाल पाएंगे, कुछ ऐसी बातें हम निकाल पाएंगे जो हमारी सरकारों को, चाहे वो प्रदेश की सरकारें हों, चाहे वो देश की सरकार हो, उसके लिए कुछ पॉलिसी मेकिंग का काम करे। मैं इतनी बात कहकर अपनी बात को विराम देता हूं और पुनः सभी शोधार्थियों का, सभी शिक्षकों का, सभी अतिथियों का मैं पुनः विभाग की ओर से, विश्वविद्यालय की ओर से स्वागत करता हूं। धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। अब हमारे चेयरपर्सन प्रोफेसर नीरज सर को मैं बुलाना चाहूंगी, लेकिन इससे पहले सर का एक संक्षिप्त परिचय। सर आप अब मैं बुलाना चाहूंगी डॉक्टर विक्रांत किशोर सर को, जो हमारे साथ इस सेशन में जुड़ चुके हैं। हमारे गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर हैं सर। सर एक फिल्म निर्माता, शिक्षाविद, पत्रकार और फोटोग्राफर हैं। वर्तमान में वो चीन के नॉटिंघम विश्वविद्यालय में एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर और जिक्लिन विश्वविद्यालय ऑस्ट्रेलिया में मानद फेलो हैं। आपने भारतीय सिनेमा, सेलिब्रिटी संस्कृति और अमूर्त सांस्कृतिक विरासत पर किताबें लिखी और संपादित की हैं। आप एबीसी, SBS चैनल 7, ऑस्ट्रेलिया और जी न्यूज और जी टीवी जैसे बड़े चैनलों में काम कर चुके हैं। आपके शोध के क्षेत्र भारतीय सिनेमा, अमूर्त सांस्कृतिक विरासत, रियलिटी टेलीविजन कार्यक्रम और जाति मुद्दे हैं। सर ऑस्ट्रेलिया इंडिया फिल्म काउंसिलिंग के बोर्ड सदस्य, विक्टोरियन बहुसांस्कृतिक आयोग के क्षेत्रीय सलाहकार परिषद के सदस्य और स्कैलोन रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट ऑस्ट्रेलिया के सलाहकार हैं। सर अब मैं आपको आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी कि आप इस विषय पर अपने विचार साझा करें।
Great. Thanks a lot for inviting me for this particular talk. I'll be speaking in English, so my apologies. I hope you'll be able to gather what I'm going to share.
It's okay,
firstly,
sir, no
my thanks. Yeah, no problem. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to use Hindi as possible, but मैंने जो तैयारी किया है सारा कुछ इंग्लिश में किया है। हिंदी में पहले अगर बताया जाता तो I would have prepared, हिंदी में फिर प्रिपेयर किया जाता, लेकिन इतनी सारी चीज बातें हैं जो मतलब इंस्टेंटली मैं ट्रांसलेट कर नहीं पाऊंगा उसे। तो पहले तो फर्स्टली आई पे माय रिगार्ड्स टू Tilak School of Journalism for inviting me, and I acknowledge all the organizers and the chief guest today, Professor Baldev Bhai Sharma, for joining us. And it's a pleasure to join you all. Currently, I was in India till 2 weeks back. I've just come to China. I'm based in Shanghai these days, and I'm moving back and forth between Australia and China. So I'm setting up the media department here at University of Nottingham, which is part of the UK university. So Nottingham University is based in Nottingham in UK, but they also have a big campus here in China, just near Shanghai. So I'm setting up the mass communication and film department, and we already have a department for international communications that I look after. So to tell about, and it was good to hear the initial thoughts of the host here today about what artificial intelligence is all about. But I'll give you a brief overview of what I think about artificial intelligence and what are the challenges and opportunities. So in next 10-15 minutes, I'll try to cover as much as possible. And later on, if anybody wants to have any questions you want to ask, then you can do that. So today we are at the intersection of artificial intelligence and media, a place where content creation, distribution, and consumption takes on new dimensions. So for example, Associate Press with the help of wordsmith by automated insights, now autonomously crafts new stories on earnings reports. So actually earlier it would do maybe 5 stories, in a week. Now, because of automation and because of the help of AI, it ends up doing more than 1,500 stories, in a month, because it's just mind-boggling how, the data reporting and data journalism has gone, beyond, the expectations. Whereas if we see BBC's AI-driven system, it effortlessly catalogs, tags, and archives vast amount of data, turning them into a goldmine of searchable information. Similarly, one can see this automation and user-specific information on sites like Netflix and Amazon, which most of you might be aware of. So to just tell you briefly what is artificial intelligence. So on a very basic level, imagine if machines could think or make decisions like humans, all right? That is the essence of AI. AI tries to mimic what humans do or what humans think. It is like giving computer a mini human brain that helps in performing tasks we human find natural. So what the machines do is that they learn things, and these kind of data that we generate and we put it on machines, it learns from there. So something like when a toddler, a child, when they are, a child and they are learning. So we keep on telling, listen, this is a tiger and it has 4 legs and it has a tail and it roars. Or this is the dog and dog doesn't roar, it barks. And we keep on emphasizing, and that's how children learn the difference between from one animal to another or one thing from another thing. Similarly, machines actually learn on the basis of the kind of data and patterns that we keep on feeding it again and again, so that it is able to discern and understand the patterns and make predictions. So this is called as machine learning. Okay, so machine learning is most important thing in AI, artificial learning. So real world magic of AI is like, if you have interacted with on Netflix, like you keep on, so Netflix, you can create your own profile. And if you see your profile versus someone else's profile, your profile will have movies that you like or TV series that you follow, and it will keep on predicting what you like, and it keeps on throwing according to what you like. And when you look at someone else's profile, it will be very different from you, because that person might have a very different profile. So for example, in my house itself, my profile on Netflix, the kind of generative content which comes from Netflix, it has more focus on drama, action, and horror, whereas my wife's profile would have more romance, bit of drama, and some amount of documentary. So it depends on the kind of thing. And Netflix, the kind of AI generation, it predicts what kind of things you are liking, and on those kind of predictions, the data is being generated about you. And when that data is generated, it can predict what you want to do the next or what you would like to watch next. So another thing of AI is something like chatting with machines. Think about Siri or Alexa. So Siri on Mac and Alexa on Amazon. So when you ask, what is the weather like, Alexa, or how's the day, Siri, what's my calendar like? And they respond. And all these responses are happening because of the data that has been fed in that. And this is called, in AI, this is known as natural language processing, okay, which is known as NLP in short. So natural language processing. And these AIs, basically, it tries to mimic like human by naturally processing these languages and responding to you in a human-like way. And of course, there is a voice that is, it mimics a human, and it, gives you answers like that. So AI has enormous potential, from self-driving cars, Tesla has self-driving cars now, to diagnosing disease. So AI can also diagnose disease and lots of things which is happening in medical field. It is really, really revolutionizing things at the moment. So the possibilities are endless, but as with all powerful tools, there are concerns. How do we ensure the artificial intelligence respect our privacy? Because privacy has become a big concern. And at the end, I'll talk more about what happened recently as well in this regard. So how AI, lots of people fear that AI can learn the bad habits or biases of humans, and they can also control things. And these are the challenges we are grappling with as technology is evolving. But coming close to the areas that we are in media and academia, in both worlds, AI is omnipresent. So as just now I talked about, things like Siri and Alexa, they are mere tools. They are media distribution platforms suggesting music, news, and more. So they are more than the tools. They are intelligent devices. They are helping us make decisions as well. All right. And in film and media, if you look at things like there is a series called Bandersnatch on Netflix. Now, this is an AI, helped through AI to create an interactive movie experience. Now, lots of interactive movie experiences happening. It's like, on the screen, it will appear, do you want the hero to run or do you want him to sit down? And you select whatever. And then whatever you have made the selection, it will do that. Do you want the hero to, get into action mode or do you want him to get into romantic mode? And whatever you select, it will do, because the AI generation helps in doing that. And they have those kind of features, and they are shooting it in that way as well, so that you have multiple choices. So data is being created. So virtual production is also becoming big in film and television area, which uses AI for real-time character generated, interface. And now more and more interactive movies are being offered on Netflix. Another thing which you all should know about when we talk about AI, something called generative AI. Generative AI refers to a subset of artificial intelligence that aims to produce new content, whether it is images, text, sounds, or video. The most popular form of generative AI in recent years has been GANs. GANs are generative adversarial networks, which basically involves two neural networks where it has a generator and a discriminator. And they both train against each other and learn from that. So examples of generative AI, and the host at the beginning, talked about ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is a big example of generative AI, where you interact with ChatGPT, you ask them, and you continue asking things, and it will keep on generating information on the basis of what you're asking. So it's like talking to a human who's giving you more information, and information that they can generate on their own because they are learning from you. And every day, ChatGPT is not that it has, information just, from there, it is from a kind of a pool of information, it's giving you answers. No, it is generating information every day. Whatever you are putting in there or typing in there, it also becomes a data. So any question you ask or anything that you put in on ChatGPT, it is creating a data bank of everything. And that's how they can react and interact with you more. Another thing, Amazon has recently released an AI tool called RoboWriter. This is to help sellers write product descriptions. So if you're a seller on Amazon, and if you have an Amazon channel on there to sell, books or clothes, and it can help you generate, copies for these kind of products that you want to do. And you don't need to hire maybe an advertising agency or a copywriter. Another thing which you might have heard is called deep fakes. Okay, deep fakes. Deep fakes is that when someone's photo or someone's video is taken and it's put on some other person and they end up saying something else. All right, so deep fake is where you can generate images and you can generate videos mimicking someone else's photo or their audio or their voices. And that has become a big, big problem. Okay, where people are not talking about how things can be faked, how problems can be created because of these kind of fake things. And this is one thing which the industry is grappling, not industry, in fact, the world is grappling with the deep fake, that lots of times, information or people want to create problems around, they are using deep fakes. Then there is something like art creation. Artists and software developers are using GANs to produce unique pieces of art. Now, Photoshop has also started to use AI in it. And its generative fill also has become very popular. Music composition, even in music, you have lots of AI help feature. In fact, if you can download an app, which I would recommend, it's called Google's Music Kitchen or Google's Kitchen, which actually you just have to say that I want to create a Bollywood music with some violin in the background, with some synthesizer mixed and some tabla beats, and you just write it down, and the kitchen app will create it for you. So basically, you are giving prompts, like you give prompts on ChatGPT to write something for you. Similarly, in this music, AI, you give prompts for them to create music for you. Similarly, you can do that in video games and in various other photo editing machines. There are lots of interesting work being done in India at the moment. There is a WISA, WYSA, which is an AI-driven mental health chatbot, which has been developed in India, which is primarily designed for therapy and wellness. And the underlying technology involves sophisticated natural language processing. Then there is a big international software called DAL-E. And in DAL-E, where it is a version of GPT-3 by OpenAI that is designed to generate images. And lots of musicians and tech enthusiasts from India are experimenting with DAL-E and creating their own visuals and different things. Then there is another, AI-based organization, Rasa Research, where lots of Indians are working in there. And they specialize in open source machine learning tools. In fact, today when I shared this poster on my Facebook, one of my former students, she informed me that she is working based in Bangalore. Her father informed me, in fact, that she's working in Bangalore, working on a particular new AI called Wisdom Scribe. And this is a new AI which is to help the journalists how to create news and how they can just put in some information and it will create news for journalists and do lots of helpful things for them. Even in fashion and retail, lots of work is being done. Academic institutions, be it IITs, or even lots of private institutes are really working on creating generative AI and producing models and prototypes. So it is working quite a lot. And where I work in films, AI in editing, like even in Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro, they are using AI, but then there are also platforms like Runway ML. So if anybody is interested in editing and wanting to check out how these generative AI editing machines do, so you can look at Runway ML. And you have a free subscription of that where you can use about 20, 30 seconds. So try and bring in some photo or video and see what changes it makes. And there is also AI films. There is a new wave of AI films and filmmakers. In fact, I've been in touch with one of the AI film online, something like Netflix. And they have been making lots of short films, which is AI generated. So opportunities are quite a lot there. I don't want to take much time, but opportunities are something like there is consumers are inundated with content. AI can curate content tailored to individual preferences, enhancing user experiences. And it can also help people in academia and researchers to connect the dots. So lots of researchers are using AI to ChatGPT, Scribe, Cite, and things like Perplexity to do their research and do. So it's not that the AI can do everything for you. Remember, AI can just throw up information which is in there. So lots of people are also finding it that when they are dependent on AI, they end up plagiarizing lots of things. That whatever AI is generating, it is not unique for you that it is generating one thing. The same thing can be generated to 10,000 people. So if you're wanting to do an essay on the situation of journalism in India, and ChatGPT can create a nice essay on journalism in India, but then the same topic someone else will be generating and they will be getting the similar answer. So you will end up being a copycat or a plagiarizer. You will be sued. You will be so use it judiciously. Use it as a tool. One of the best things to do with or to work with AI is to use it in a way that you understand it. Make it a particular tool for productivity. Do not depend on it as if it is your master and you have to use it whatever it says. No, whatever it says is not always right. And AI generate their own kind of citations and all, and lots of citations are not even there. And I've seen in lots of student works that they try to get written essays by AI, and then half the citations are all fake citations. So you need to be very sure as to how you're going to use it and what it is going to help you with. So similarly, in films also, we can create new background scenes, simulate natural phenomena. Lots of things are there. and lots of discussions around there and about the ethics of using AI for each and everything. So just to conclude, and I know I've got very limited time, so what I see is that the integration of AI into the media landscape signifies a crossroads in our technological evolution. Its potential is vast, promising transformative shifts in content creation, delivery, and consumption. Yet, as recent discussions among tech giants underscore, this potential must be harnessed responsibly. And recently, just 2 days back, there was a significant gathering of tech leaders in Washington, as reported by BBC and CNN. And I'm going to, quote from a report by James Clayton of BBC, where he said that Elon Musk of Tesla noted there was an overwhelming consensus for the regulation of artificial intelligence. The magnitude of this consensus becomes evident when considering the breadth of participants, including figures like Mark Zuckerberg of Meta and Sundar Pichai of Google. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, previously warned about the dangers of unchecked artificial intelligence. He stated, "I think if this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong. We want to be vocal about that." Concerns surrounding AI aren't just theoretical. They span from potential mass layoffs to the proliferation of misinformation and fraud. Elon Musk's assertion that there should be a regulatory body overseeing AI to ensure public safety emphasizes the need for a structured framework. Furthermore, Zuckerberg's suggestion that Congress should engage with AI to support innovation and safeguards encapsulates a prevalent sentiment, the importance of a collaborative approach between the tech industry and governmental bodies. And Prashant, at the beginning, he talked about, creating a policy. This particular conference should also help in creating government policy. And this is what they are talking about, that the academia, the media, they all should come together as a body and continuously interact with the government so that policies around the safeguard, policies around safe usage of AI should be there. So something to keep in mind when you discuss further about AI. So while there's a recognized urgency as highlighted by Senator like Mike Rounds, the US Senator, and Cory Booker, translating this urgency into actionable and effective legislation remains a hurdle. This, of course, is based on what was reported on BBC and yesterday. The AI super information site, Superhuman, that leaders in the military and cybersecurity community are anticipating a potentially more important, riskier technology. And this is one step ahead, which is called quantum computing. Okay? In case if you are not familiar with quantum computing, a form of advanced computing that can carry multiple calculations simultaneously, unlike conventional computing, which can only carry one calculation sequentially. Nonetheless, I would say, as we navigate this AI augmented era of media, it's clear that our approach must be multifaceted. It's not about embracing AI's capabilities, but ensure it's ethical, transparent, and responsible deployment. The unfolding chapter of media academia is informed by more than just algorithmic and innovation. It's about global collaboration, foresight, and unwavering commitment to societal betterment. And beforehand, there was an interesting thing which came out, just flavor of its Coke. And they have also put it on Instagram. So it's a Y2K thing, which is called Y3000. So I don't know if it will be in the market or not, but that's one thing which they are experimenting with the taste. Food also being, prepared through AI. So yeah, that's from my side. And if anybody has question or later on, you can connect with me via, email or chat or whatever. So thank you once again for giving me this particular platform to share my thoughts. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. I want to convey my deepest appreciation telling about the AI in details. Your presence made a significant difference and we truly grateful. Thank you, sir. सर ने जैसे बताया कि कितना सारा विस्तार हो चुका है। अब मैं आपको एक फैक्ट बता दूं कि अमेज़न शुरू करने वाला है कि आपकी किचन में यदि कोई सामान खत्म हो जाता है तो डस्टबिन में जैसे आप रैपर फेंकेंगे तो अमेज़न को मैसेज चला जाएगा स्कैनिंग के थ्रू कि आपके किचन में ये सामान खत्म हो गया है। ये सब एआई के थ्रू हो रहा है और ये बहुत ही बड़ा फैक्ट है। ठीक है, तो अब हम शुरुआत करते हैं, आगे बढ़ते हैं। अब मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी
Hello.
प्रोफेसर बलदेव भाई शर्मा सर को।
Hello, sir. May I ask one questions from Vikrant?
ओके सर, यू कैन टेल।
Yes. So very good morning, all of you, and I would like to give thanks to provide such a great information regarding AI use in journalism. So I want my question is I'm from Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Chhattisgarh. I'm joining here. So my question, myself Sunil Kumar Suman, Vikrant know me. Very good morning, Vikrant. Hi. So I want on behalf of my students that what is the career opportunity in media and journalism, and what is the prospects. So all of the students want to know this from you, Vikrant. What is the career prospect and opportunity in the field of media and journalism? If the student want to pursue their degree apart from India, in your country, means Australia or other country, so what is the gateway to get it?
Yeah, thanks, Suman, for your question, and good to see you here. Yeah, there's lots of possibilities. Media